Napeague connects the Hamptons to Montauk on a two-lane highway, and this strip separates the Atlantic from Napeague Harbor. And the native Montaukett name, Napeague, means land overflowed by the sea. In the 1938 hurricane, the ocean actually broke through this area. And the walking dunes move about 3.5 feet every year because of the strong prevailing winds. They're about 80 feet tall. And there's a 3/4-mile loop trail that starts out at the beach and loops around and returns to the beach again. You can see a cranberry bog and wetlands. There's a phantom forest that gets revealed as the dune moves onward with the wind. And sometimes you think you're looking at a shrub, but it's actually the top of a tall tree that's been covered up over the years. There are 3 to 5 parabolic dunes, and it's a scoop shape that's formed due to the anchoring vegetation. And there are 5 basic dune types, in case you want to look them up. It's pretty interesting. It's a unique ecosystem overall in this area. And the horseshoe crab is actually an arthropod and not a crab. They have light blue blood that's harvested by the pharmaceutical industry, and that's something worth looking up if you're interested in it. The eggs and the juveniles are a very important food source for migratory shorebirds because of the fat in them. And it also feeds fish and a variety of crabs. According to legend, the desert scenes in the 1921 silent movie called The Shake with Rudolph Valentino in it were filmed here. And that was a very popular bodice ripper movie of its time. And the rest was shot in a studio in Astoria, Queens. These trails are part of the Montauk Path, which goes 125 miles from Rocky Point to Montauk Point. Montauk is one of the native names for Long Island. It means land that pays tribute. The white settlers in the early days had to pay protection money to the tribes to avoid attacks. And Long Island was formed by glaciers, terminal moraine, sort of like a bulldozer, pushing a pile of sand, gravel, and boulders into lines. And then that's why you get the North Fork and the South Fork. There are kettle holes you can see here. This is a depression in the land left by buried pieces of glacial ice that then melted. These can become a kettle hole pond or a bog, and you can see both of these here. Erratics are large rounded boulders that were left behind as the glaciers retreated, and they look kind of out of place, just like they were dropped there from the sky. I used to pick a lot of cranberries here every year, and I made everything you can make with them: juice, bread. I made tons of jam to give as Christmas gifts. I tried to make bayberry candles with terrible results, but that was before the internet. You can continue walking on this beach to the left or to the right, or you can just settle in and watch the sunset.